Hey guys, I have recorded this or re-recorded this about 4 or 5 times now. I want to start off this video because it's our last video in our 12-week challenge by encouraging you guys and telling you guys how proud I am of every single one of you. It doesn't matter if you've been super active in this group or if you've been super inactive, if you've been proud or discouraged by the progress you've made, if you've been upset with anything that's gone on. I'm proud of every single one of you guys. Signing up for the group takes a lot in itself because you're admitting that somewhere in your lifestyle that there was a problem that you knew that you needed to fix, or you needed to gain some knowledge on, or maybe you just needed to be around people who are also struggling with different things in their life. I'm proud of every single one of you guys. It doesn't matter if you've lost weight, gained weight, maintained your weight. I'm proud of you. You guys have done amazing. You guys have all been in contact with me for the most part. And some of you guys have avoided me, which is also okay. I'm not gonna judge you. Everybody has to do this journey at their own pace, which is why I really tried to make this a really independent journey where I just provided information. But ending that there, you guys are all doing amazing. You guys are all amazing people, and I'm proud of all of you guys for, taking at least the first step into this journey to living a healthier lifestyle. So to preface, these last 12 weeks, my biggest goal was to just kind of inform you guys or open your guys' eyes up to the mindset behind living a healthier lifestyle. So making healthy decisions sounds like a super easy ordeal, but it's not always. I understand. Sometimes you're in a rush and you need the easy option. Sometimes it's just you're too tired. And I really wanted to help you guys and provide knowledge on how to make healthier decisions, or different ways that you could make healthier decisions, even if you didn't want to. So starting off with some of the tips and encouragement, the first thing I would say is to remember that weight loss isn't a linear journey, and I think some of you guys can attest to that. Weight loss does not go like this. Weight loss goes kind of like this. It's just kind of all over the place. I always relate it to like a roller coaster ride, because if you weigh yourself every day, you understand you could be 2 pounds heavier one day, 4 pounds lighter the next, and then you're back at where you started the third day. It kind of goes all over the place, and that's just because our bodies on a daily basis are processing the different foods we ate. They're bloated, we're not bloated, we're dehydrated, and your weight can go all over the place. And it's just, you need to remember, if you weigh yourself every day, or even if you're a weekly weigher, that you might not see the progress you want to see because something else is going on in your body that day that you've weighed. So weight loss is not a linear journey. It's a roller coaster, and it's going all over the way. So just remember, if you step on the scale and you think you've gained weight, it's okay. I would recommend having alternatives to weighing yourself every day. So something I like to do is I tape myself. So I have it's just like a fabric tape measure, and I do my chest, my waist, my hips. And then that's like the basic ones. And then I also do my thigh, calf, and upper arm. And I measure all of those. And I used to do it on a weekly basis, but now I just kind of do it when I remember, which is like once a month, because I'm not losing as many inches as I was before. So, but you could see no weight change on the scale, but you could see 3 or 4 inches over your whole body that you've lost in a month. And that happens a lot. So you can do that, or something I highly recommend is progress photos. So I used to take weekly progress photos, and that just shows the weekly progress that I'm making. So maybe my weight doesn't really change at all. Maybe I've just lost a pound and I'm discouraged. But if you take weekly weight loss photos, you can really see changes. And then you have that to look back on, and you can compare your current photos to your past photos. And it's really helpful for people who think that their scale journey isn't as accurate as they would hope it would be. So that's the first piece of advice, the first tip. It's not linear, it's a roller coaster. The second thing I wanted to talk about was having an accountability partner. It's super important to have someone with you. And maybe you don't want an accountability partner, which is okay, but then you yourself are taking the burden of your weight loss journey 100% on your own. So I use MyFitnessPal, and that's good, but some days I forget, or I just decide I don't want to track because I knew it was a terrible day. And I don't want to put in what I ate into my calculator. But having that person, that human being, to talk to about your struggles, about your problems, about your successes is really helpful. This group will remain open for anybody who wants someone to talk to. So if you don't have an accountability partner, feel free to reach out on the Facebook page or comment below on one of the videos. If you comment on the video, I'm going to be the only one who gets a notification. So you might as well just email the 12weeksforlife@gmail.com account, and I'll get that email. And I'll respond to you if you need encouragement or just like someone to talk to. If you feel like you need more professional help, the church has counseling options available, and they're like willing and ready and able to help you if that's what you need. So don't be shy about reaching out. I thought about taking advantage of the counseling sessions that we have at through my employer, and maybe this is where it can get a little touchy, but I personally believe that weight loss is a completely mental journey, because it's all about the decisions you make. So living a healthier lifestyle is all about the decisions you make, and then the decisions of the people surrounding you. So peer pressure is a thing. If you go out to eat with people, peer pressure is a thing. But, maybe going through counseling will help you be able to sort out how to deal with those situations and how to deal with those people, or just you personally and the decisions that you have to make to live a healthier lifestyle. So take advantage of counseling if you feel like you need it. Reach out to me, reach out to Dr. Janet, and we'll get you in touch with who you need to at the church for that option. But having an accountability partner or someone to talk to, or a friend, it could be a friend, a family member, it could be you could find random accountability partners online, people who just want to be anonymous, and you can talk to them about your struggles, or maybe it's your husband or your wife, or even a child. I like talking to my mom about my weight loss journey. I love to, actually, because she understands, So having that person that you can talk to kind of gets rid of the partial burden off of yourself, because they'll encourage you, they'll push you, they'll motivate you, and they'll share their struggles with you. And for all you know, maybe you guys have the same struggles and you're struggling with the same things. And I found that can be really helpful when you find someone who's going through the same thing as you. And it's great to have someone to talk to at the end of the day when it comes to your weight loss, because I believe it's all mental. And if I'm struggling mentally, I'm not going to be able to make the best mental decisions for my weight loss journey and living a healthier lifestyle. So, accountability partner. The next thing, really, really take advantage of the total daily energy expenditure calculator online. So that is what I have been doing in the last 8 months. I've lost 60 pounds. I've also been exercising on top of that. But if you use that calculator, you don't have to exercise. You could put no activity, and then put in all your information. It takes into account your age, weight, height, how often you exercise or how much you exercise, and then it gives you how many calories you can eat in a day to continue weight loss. And so mine's around like 1,700 calories, but if you don't exercise, yours is going to be a little bit less. You don't have to be active to lose weight. You could be a couch potato if you wanted to. Just put in the no activity, and it'll tell you how many calories that you can eat. And I would recommend recalculating it every 5 to 10 pounds that you lose. I would say more on the 5 side, because maybe you hit a big milestone and the calculator is going to change completely. But I would recommend taking advantage of that and just really using that to help you with your journey, especially if you're having a day where you don't have the chance to exercise and you're like, well, crap, I don't have time today. Go in that calculator, calculate how much it is for a no activity day, and it'll give you the right amount of calories to eat to maintain weight loss. So take advantage of that, use that accountability partner. And then the final thing I wanted to talk about is in relation to food. When you go, so I'm a very busy person, and I feel like a lot of you guys have learned that over the last 12 weeks with the amount of Sundays that I've missed. I'm a very, very busy person. I always have plans. I'm always doing stuff with friends or family members. And, you know, sometimes, like, that's a good thing. I'm an active person, but it's also a bad thing because I don't have a lot of time. So I'm usually tempted to go through fast food to get my meals because I don't have a lot of time to cook food at home. I don't have a lot of time to meal prep, which I feel like a lot of people struggle with in today's day and age. So I would recommend, if you know you're cooking a healthy meal, cook extra and then meal prep it. Go ahead and put it in like pre-sized containers. And so then if you know you have a really busy day, you can just grab the container and take it for lunch, and then you're good. And you know exactly how many calories you're eating. You know exactly what you are eating. You don't have to kind of guess at how much of this or that they put in your meal. You just know. The other thing I really recommend is, you know, sometimes that doesn't work out for me because I don't have a lot of time for cooking at all. So I always, if I go to restaurants, I try to find their healthy menu or their healthy options. And if they don't have healthy options, I choose alternatives. So maybe I go to a fast food restaurant and they don't serve salads there. Okay, well, do they have grilled chicken instead of crispy chicken? So I'll get the grilled chicken. And then do they have a side salad instead of French fries, or do they have like sliced fruit or vegetables? Is there any kind of alternative that I can choose in place of French fries or whatever kind of greasy, trans fatty side that they have? I think it's really important to make sure that you're aware. And it's okay to treat yourself every once in a while. Like, feel free to eat a fast food meal if you want. I would just highly recommend that you're tracking your calories, because if you eat 3 large size fast food meals a day, each of those fast food meals can be about 1,500 calories. And my daily calorie limit is only 1,700. So if I did that, I would surely gain weight very, very quickly, which is why it's so important to me to track my calories. If that doesn't work for you, don't do it. And then finally, tagging along to that, find what works for you and stick to it. So in a weight loss journey or in a journey to living a healthier lifestyle, there's always going to be people who say you have to do this to lose weight and you have to do that to keep active. Maybe that's what they have to do, but that's not what you have to do. Find what works for you and stick to it. If what works for you is meal prepping and eating the same thing every day for breakfast or lunch or dinner, if that's what works for you, do that. If you know you're not going to get tired of it, if you know you can do it for a long period of time, go ahead, take advantage of it and do it for as long as you can. And then when you get bored, find something else that works for you. The amount of times that my journey has changed over the last 8 months is crazy. So I went from saying I'm not going to eat fast food whatsoever at all for this weight loss journey to it's okay if I go get fast food. I just have to find alternatives. So I can still go out with friends. I'm not restricting myself as much as I was before, but I'm still making healthy decisions. So find what works for you. And if what works for you starts to change, make sure that what is changing is still healthy. So I feel like that's the majority of what I can fit into this video. It's about 15 minutes long already. So I'm really sorry if you sat through this whole thing, but, go ahead and share below what works for you, what doesn't work for you, what you enjoy doing, and you'll see how different everyone is, because everyone is different. Everyone has different preferences, and so what works for you might not work for me, and what works for me might not work for them, and so on. Find what works for you, stick to it, and you'll see results. So once again, I'm so proud of all of you guys. I hope you've had a wonderful day. I'm sorry that this is 15 minutes long. I love every one of you. Have a wonderful day.